GMC was one of the first manufacturers to enter the electric pickup truck space with the GMC Hummer EV, and that was a true super truck, a halo product. It had the power, the performance, the off-road capability, the scale technology that you would want out of a Hummer EV. But for the more mainstream approach, we will be getting this, the new 2024 GMC Sierra EV Denali. This one here is a first edition, and we've got this demo vehicle here today. We're going to walk around, show you the exterior, the design, check out the interior, talk about some of the technology, the features of this upcoming all-electric GMC Sierra. Before we grab the other camera and check out some of the details, let's talk about some of the headline numbers, the most important things, power and range. The Sierra EV Denali Edition 1, as shown right here, will make 754 horsepower and 785 pound-feet of torque. And for the range, 400 miles. Those are very, very impressive numbers. It will also have adjustable height air suspension and four-wheel steering. So with the rear-wheel steering, it would have crab walk just like the Hummer EV. These ingredients add up to seem kind of similar to the Hummer EV, but different in a few ways. The range number is extremely impressive for this Sierra EV, and I'm really excited for it. With that, let's grab the other camera and let's talk about the exterior design. We'll walk you around the outside of the Sierra EV Denali. As you approach the front of the Sierra EV, you notice a very upright and modern and aggressive look to it. We've got these minimalistic daytime running light headlight here with these three. That shows charging status. Those are indicators. And then the front end, obviously no grille needed for airflow like a normal internal combustion truck. So it's got the grille element there with the light up GMC badge. And this also does have a front trunk that will open. It's sealed. You can put things in there. So that's very useful. And you'll see on the other side, the same thing mirrored over with the lighting there. It's got a really cool, rugged, but also aggressive and modern front end to it. Come around to the side, you'll notice the blacked out trim surround there. We've got the corner lighting, just like on the other GMC trucks, which the team, when we were checking out the Canyon AT4X, were really excited about. We also have 24-inch wheels. They're huge. They match the overall dimension and design of the truck very well. These are not production intent tires, but they kind of show the capability and intent of this vehicle, but big 24-inch wheels, and that gloss black surround goes all the way around. The Denali trim here with the fixed side steps. And another big thing you notice, it doesn't have like a separation between the bed and the body. It kind of all flows together for aerodynamics, styling. It looks really premium actually, so you don't have a divided section there. Same thing, 24-inch wheels out back. Adjustable height air suspension will allow it to go up and down. We've got the taillights back here too. They echo the design of the front. And then coming around back, we have one of the coolest parts, which is the midgate, the bed, this multi-function tailgate here, which gives a lot of flexibility, a lot of functionality here. So this multi-function tailgate can open up like here. This pops up as like a stopper, and you can also drop it down as a step. So that's awesome. And then we've got some really cool flexibility in terms of the amount of space you have in the bed. So you can see fully extended there with the midgate open going in. That is 10 feet 10 inches of total length. If we were to close the midgate and also close the actual tailgate back here, you would have a 5-foot 11-inch bed. And then the last number I think is 9 feet 1 inches if you close the tailgate fully and have the midgate open. So just a ton of different configurations. That midgate there, you can also remove the remaining 40% split. So it's a 60-40. There's a seat up there. We'll show you the interior in a moment. And that rear glass can come out too. So it's just so much functionality, practicality. You could haul like a big piece of furniture in the back of this. So the fact that you can do all these different configurations, get all those different sizes depending on what you want to transport, that's a really, really cool piece of functionality and design on this truck. You'll see there's a side step here integrated into the bumper there too. And that is a hefty sized charging port. That's my hand. Capable of DC fast charging. It can add 100 miles of range in 10 minutes. Now let's check out the interior. We can open up the door. You can see immediately, the first thing I noticed was that giant 16.8-inch diagonal center infotainment screen. And also we have a 10-inch diagonal here. There's a 14-inch heads-up display, so plenty of technology inside, but it's also a very simplified, almost minimalistic, but clean interior. It's not overwhelmingly filled with buttons, and there's a nice blend of both the screen, touchscreen, but also physical toggle buttons there, which you want in a truck, a more rugged vehicle, right? It's a really nice blend of technology, premium materials, but also still having some of that tactile interface there. You can see the animations playing on the screen, the charging, those really cool graphics. I mean, the graphics in the Hummer EV were gorgeous, and it looks like this will have the same level of just beautiful animations and things like that. See the little circular knob I think that's the volume knob. Yep, it's integrated into the screen. I always like when they do that. Just look at that. This right here is a wireless phone charging pad, and it's through like the wooden veneer. There's the wooden trim all over the interior. You see the wooden grain here. It's longitudinally to kind of give the cabin a wider feel to it, but I love the exposed wood trim, also wood trim in the Sierra Denali Ultium I'm driving right now. And then these with the cup holders can open, and same thing, that charging, so you can have your phone on there charging. That slides out of the way, and you have a giant center space there. That's a really cool part of going to an EV platform, like building off of the Ultium modular platform, is the packaging. You have a flat load floor here, and you just have space there to store things, and you can have a lot of flexibility when they're designing because you don't have a big transmission and all the powertrain stuff. Obviously, that's all how you also get a front trunk, which will open up and show in a moment. Got the steering wheel here, and then if you look up, a massive fixed glass roof. It just gives the cabin a very open and airy feeling. That is a very, very nice touch. The seats also have a unique geometric quilting pattern that's special to the GMC here with the Denali trim. Denali is pretty much the luxury truck, right? You take it, it's probably the nicest truck interior in terms of materials, and especially with the newer generation, the technology now is up there too. So this is a luxury electric truck. The other thing is, looking around this interior, you can see how different it feels from the Hummer. This is much more conventional. The Hummer's got the crazy interior color, and it's just a very, very different intent. This is much more conventional, but still very premium, very nice. And then we can show you the second row with the midgate folded down. And this is a really cool piece of tech and design. The Silverado EV will also have this. We saw that at the auto show, but it's a 60-40 split, so you can still have somebody sitting back there if you need to have this space and functionality. But then if you need even more space, you can fold that seat down just like this side of the passenger seat, and the second row is already folded down, and you can have more storage. And then this entire piece of back glass here can also come out, and it gets stored inside here, so it stays with the vehicle. You don't have to leave your rear windshield behind back at your garage. You will have it with the truck at all times if you want to put it back in place and have all the seats folded back up and be able to seat the full capacity. But this is a really cool piece of design. I think it's awesome. Personally, I used to have a pickup truck, and I didn't use the bed actually all that much except to move furniture, and when I didn't move the furniture that I had to, this would have been a pretty handy thing because I was trying to put things back there that didn't necessarily fit the best. Right now we're going to do a demo of a lot of the different lighting sequences for the Sierra EV. So walk up, I believe, is the first one. Let's walk away. It gradually fades out. That's pretty cool. So that's how you know your charging sequence. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. So that's the walk-up welcome sequence of the taillights. That's really cool. When they get all these fancy lighting features, it just adds to the overall experience. It's the extra special little things. Gradually fades out. That's just better than turning off the lights completely. That's cool. So those are taillights normally. That's the reverse lights. That looks really cool. So that's that's the right indicator. That's the turn indicator pattern. That's really cool. I like that. That's the turn indicators. Entire DOL. That's pretty awesome. And then we have a front trunk, which is useful because it's weather sealed. You can store things in there. It's one of my favorite parts of these electric pickup trucks, the fact that you can have a front trunk. And there you can see the front trunk of the Sierra EV open up. Plenty of storage in here. It also looks like we have power port for charging things too. But that's all sealed, lockable, and you can hide things in there. I mean, I would hide valuables if I left my laptop, my backpack. I would put it in the front trunk and walk away. That is a very awesome feature of the Sierra EV. And in conclusion, we need to talk about some other important things, the price and availability. As a 2024 model year for this Sierra EV Denali Edition 1, it will have early 2024 availability and pricing as the top tier launch edition spec. It's going to have all the options. It's going to be filled with technology as we saw saw, $107,000 base price before destination. So that's going to be the upper tier in terms of the pricing. Then we'll have other models that will come in 2025, starting with the AT4 and the Elevation. Those will have more, I guess, reasonable pricing. Again, lower in the lineup. The AT4 will get a 2-inch suspension lift from the factory, and we'll have GMC Sierra EV starting at a $50,000 range. But, I mean, the headline numbers for this launch edition, the first edition of the Sierra EV Denali, 785 pound-feet of torque, 400 miles of range, and all the tech and really cool functionality that we just saw. It's going to be quite exciting to see this all-new Sierra EV Denali. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.